Okay, so starting off, I'm starting with a clean face and primer. I would not recommend this primer, but if you like it, I do not use it all over, just in my T-zone area. So my nose, my chin, and under my nose. So yeah, I rub that in just in my oily areas. But again, I would not recommend NYX. Then I go into using my e.l.f. Plump and Primer Lip Plumper. I only use the lip plumper side, but you can use the primer. It just helps pop out whatever lip color you are using. So right now, that's what I'm applying, the lip plumper side. So then I add my Victoria's Secret Crystal Clear Lip Plumper. It's actually $12. Everything on this video is actually under $12, and you can buy it from Target or Victoria's Secret. And H&M is the eyeshadow I'm actually using and applying. This eyeshadow is called Midnight Blue, I think. And so that's the smoky eye I'm actually doing. It's a blue smoky eye. So let's get started. So again, you guys, all these products will be listed below. First, I start off with my NYX concealer. That is in light. I use the lightest color to apply to my eyelids to add my eyeshadow and to make my eyeshadow pop out more. So I'm just applying that really quickly. And then I just clean it up, but you don't have to. You can actually clean it up after you're done with the concealer. So now I'm just cleaning off my flat brush and adding my first color, which is my transitioning color, which goes in between the eye, well, your eye crease basically. So I just like to blend that in into my eye crease, and I'm using a muddy brown. I actually pointed to it before I got started and applied it. So that's the color I'm using right there. So I'm just learning how to do my eyeshadow, and the number one thing I'm learning is to blend, blend, blend. So basically, I like to apply my eyeshadow in a cat eye, so angled basically. So it's in a open triangle is what I like to basically describe it in. So what I do is basically put it into a cat eye. So I'm using the dark blue to give it more of a definition, and that's my base color for my cat eye. So that will go all in the crease and also in the outer corner, just to give it a more bold look. And then I changed to my blending brush because I was using a flat brush, but the blending brush is just better to use. And the key thing to do, you guys, is not to apply so much eyeshadow to your brush to actually work with the product. So as much as you need, add it, but add it slowly, just so you won't over add stuff. So basically, that's what I'm doing, just blending, blending, blending the blue in. So yeah, so basically, I'm just blending, 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 blend, 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 blend. That's all you want to do, and add more product just to make a bolder, smoky eye. So I'm adding more dark blue as we go. So now what we're doing is adding our NYX Jumbo Milk Crown into the inner corners of our eyes to have our lighter eyeshadow pop more. So this is a great thing I've been doing. It actually helps my makeup pop more, even though we added concealer, a lighter concealer for the darker color. That light white makes it pop super good. If you have eyeshadow primer, please use that. Right now I'm just patting it on with my brush and my finger because my finger actually adds more product to me. So whichever one you prefer. And then after this step, you just want to make sure you blend, blend, blend. So now what I'm doing is adding a lighter blue just in between the light gray and the darker blue, just so I can give it a more popped out blue color. So I'm just patting that in and then I'm going in to blend it. So right now I'm just touching up my eyeshadow, but you can do this after you're done with your full face. I'm just making sure that my color is popped and it's actually blended in good. So I'm just blending it out more, and then let's start on brows. So I'm using the NYX Chocolate Brow Pencil. It comes with the spoolie at the end and also the color Crown Pencil. So I'm just going to fill in my brows. I'm not going to talk through this part. If you guys want an eyebrow tutorial, please let me know and I'll post one. Thank you. So now I'm just going to shape my brows with concealer and just clean up whatever parts I messed up on with the concealer. So basically now what I'm doing is just adding my setting powder to the concealer, and then we're going to go in with the lightest color in our makeup palette and add it as the highlighter and the transition color. So the lightest color will go on your eyebrow bone, And then we're going to do the muddy brown to add as our transition color in between that. So that's going to make everything pop out and come to life and not look so crazy. And ladies, please blend, 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 blend. So now what we're going to do is just add our concealer. No, I don't wear foundation. I only wear concealer. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to add the lightest color under our eyes, but we're going to add the color that actually matches our skin. And that's the concealer we're going to use by NYX. So let's get started. So I use my finger basically to smudge it in. So I'm just going to basically just pat it in a triangle up to my hairline, basically. So that's what we're gonna do. And then you just want to use your setting powder. The setting powder I'm using is by NYX. Is Set It Don't Fret It, I think. Yeah, and I'm gonna use my blending sponge and my powder brush to wipe off the excess. So now we're just contouring our face with an eyeshadow palette. I used a dark chocolate color. I'm basically just going in and sculpting out my cheekbones and sculpting out the top of my forehead and under my chin. And I always put a little bit under my lip as well just to make my lips look fuller. But you can do whatever. So now we're just going to use our setting powder and just go over our under eye makeup so it can blend in more with our skin. So this is my actual color of powder that I use. So I'm just going over because I don't want to look so whitish under the eyes or too light. So I'm just going over all of that. And then I'll actually be going over my contour and everything too. So I'm just blending out my nose and just getting my face set up to add my powder. So now I'm just adding my powder to my skin and adding a little bit of my illuminator. Every product that I'm using, I will list it below for you guys. Or whatever you use, that's fine, just substitute it. So basically what I'm doing is just adding the same color I use in my eyeshadow, the dark color. I'm going under my eyes just with the smudge brush and just smudging it in to make the eye look more dramatic. And then I'm going into my inner corners and just using the lightest color I use, which is like the shimmery silver color. And I'm just going in and smudging that as well. So that just makes my eyes pop more. Okay, so now what I'm doing is just wetting my blush brush with a little bit of setting powder, setting spray, and I'm adding my gold shimmery eyeshadow as basically a highlighter. So when you wet it, it makes it pop out more and it makes it stick better to me. So that's what I'm doing. So basically I added that to my cheekbones. And then you just want to add your setting spray as your finishing touch and add mascara, your eyeliner, and also lashes. I did all of that off of camera. Hey you guys, so this is basically the finished look. This is the finished look. Hit me up and let me know what you guys want me to do